Wow. What a big improvement. I can see myself clearly, and this is an indication of commitment. From the previous video where my image was blur and maybe it was giving a bad impression, but this is it's a good improvement anyway. I'm happy. So welcome to Achieve with Chiagnos. We are your #1 online solution provider to matters relating to business and life in general. Last time I talked about frequently asked question on iTax. We tackled a sample, and then there is that was part 1. There is part 2, loading, soon. I think in the course of next week I'll continue sampling those questions and give you feedback. So today my main focus will be on startups, business startups. Let's talk about something regarding business. If you want to start your business, what are some of the factors you can consider, and how those factors can impact your business. This video has been brought to you by Sam Justin. Sam Justin is your #1 solution to your photography and videography needs. We do offer mentorship. We can guide you on content creation. We can help you in video editing and social media management. Remember, your brand is so powerful. If you value your brand, you can contact us and we will be the solution to your brand. And please, before we continue, if you don't mind, subscribe, and that goes a long way in assisting us. Thank you. We are here. So I know many of us are dreaming. They want to start up a business, and they don't know maybe how to go about it. What are some of the factors they will consider before opening up a business, and how will they run that business? Wengine wanasema biashara si yao. That's okay. So for a business, first of all, I would advise, how do you know that this is a side hustle that I can run successful? Ushaitembea mahali, ukaenda, okay, uko mahali, yes, and then unajiuliza, tuseme umenunua maybe food. You are eating in a kibandaski, wewe ndio hiyo cha, but ukikula unapatanga chumvi haiko hapa kwa hii chakula. Like every time unakula, mbona umadhe kangi chumvi? Do you know that is a business idea you can exploit? That is a niche already. You can find, if you do research, unaweza pata chumvi hakuna kwa sababu there is no supplier there. Unaona? Ama chumvi hakuna because majority of their customers, they don't consume salt. So what is the business idea there? Either you supply that salt, ama you open a restaurant like that and focus on that. Unaona? So ile swali mtu huwa anajiuliza sana. Na you are not satisfied. Okay, umeoshewa gari hapa, but ndani wamekufanyia, wanasema wameosha, but unaona mchanga. Unajiuliza, kwani hamna vacuum cleaner? Hamna vacuum. Unaona hiyo kujiuliza hiyo? That can be a business. Please consider such small things, and that is how we brainstorm business. Business is about solving problems. Where there is a problem and you can solve that problem, you can start a side hustle. You can birth that idea, execute that idea, and earn returns from that idea. So what are some of the factors that you need to consider before starting up a business? And this is not a joke. First of all, I think it's important you do something called feasibility study. Just go and assess the viability of that project. For instance, kama wewe ni landlord na you are a potential apartment owner, you want to construct. So you want to see that if I construct this apartment, where will I get my tenants? And how will my tenants know this apartment? What is this place suitable for this apartment? So what are some of the factors that you are going to consider? Are there social amenities? Like where people are living, they want social amenities, maybe like a hospital. For instance, I'm sick, I would like a place where I can access medical services easily without traveling so much. So if that is readily available, you tick, you say here it's not just bad. Another factor you consider are their schools, because we'll be having a family here and we need a place where we can take our children to school and learn. Are there schools? Tick. That is another factor you have considered. You want to look at this area where I am. Is it easily accessible? What are the conditions of the road? Tick. For me to live here, I need electricity, I need lighting. And for instance, an apartment which is hosting many people, you might require maybe a 3-phase type of electricity that has large power, so that can carry a lot of power. If you find out it's in the area and near your vicinity, tick. Then you might ask yourself, like, what are the places like? Maybe do we have an airport? Do we have shopping malls? Like such things. You have conducted and you have seen, indeed, this area is suitable and can host people comfortably, right? So that is what we call feasibility study. It applies to every business that you want to carry on. For instance, you want to carry out a mitumba sales, you'll be required to conduct feasibility study. This will help you to guide you and give you the target market and the specifications you need to implement in your business. So we have talked about feasibility study. You have to conduct feasibility study and some of the factors that you need to consider for feasibility study. Another thing, for your business to be successful, you need to keep records. And what do I mean by the term records? You need to know your income, that come the end of the day, this is what I've made and this is what I've spent. So in short, for those income and expenses, those we group them as financial records. So under financial records, you need to do them according to the international accounting standards, or just basic record that you can do. For instance, you are required to maintain maybe some ledgers. You prepare journals. First of all, you begin with journals. From journals, you derive ledger. From ledger, you get what is called trial balance. Then from the trial balance, you will get the statement of comprehensive income, then statement of changes in equity, then statement of financial position. So this one is well understood by an accountant, and maybe the method you can use is accrual or cash, depending with the type of businesses. Like for instance, small businesses, if you use cash concept, no problem. But for large businesses, you need an accrual concept where you can recognize expense when they are incurred and not when they are spent. Or am I contradicting myself? No. For income, you recognize income when earned and not when received. Like such things for accrual concept. And then you need to prepare a statement of cash flow. This can be done through Excel. Excel is a good avenue we can use to prepare our daily records of income and expense. And if you have a good financial muscles, you can invest in an accounting software, a system based, because if you compare the books of accounts versus the software has more advantages compared to books of account maintained in Excel. For instance, you want an instant report just by a tap of button through a software like QuickBooks. You are in a position to see the accounts receivable report. You are in a position to see the accounts payable, the income statements, the aging of customers, the invoices reports. You are in a position to see that. And before even we continue, that's where we come in. We can install for you a software, and that software will guarantee you these things. Number one, you will not lose your data as compared to Excel. If you don't save your data, place them in an external flash disk or back them up in a cloud, then you are risking losing your data. For software, it automatically backs up your financial record, and you can access it anywhere just by input of password, accessing the browser anywhere you are. You can access your financial records, and you see how advantage that is. Another thing about the software, they are safe because they are password protected, though that one can be applied also in Excel. But again, for a software, suppose you have some people who are doing for you the book keeping, then you can limit them. Maybe for this person, he can only handle account receivable. You assign task to specific people, and assigning task to specific people, you are practicing something called segregation of duties. And with this segregation of duties, you are minimizing the risk, because that is one of the internal controls that you can use to minimize risk in your business. And you see, this is only achieved through an accounting software. And by the way, through that, you are also practicing an audit, an audit that has been guided by international standards on audit. So you see, like in terms of competence in your record, you are very, very good to go. Another advantage of that software, you can customize it according to your need. Maybe you are in real estate industry, and for instance, the real estate industry is quite different with how we do recognition maybe in other retail industry. For instance, the standard IFRS 1, which requires us to prepare financial statement, published financial statement, and be brief. For the real estate industry, under the cost of sales, we have direct costs or direct overhead and indirect overhead. So you see, we are talking about the direct cost and indirect cost as a component of cost of sales. But when we come to other industry, cost of sales, we are talking about opening stock, purchases, and the closing stock. Like such things, you see the deviation, though the end goal is to come with one figure of cost of sales. So if you customize this according to your industry, then you are in a position to get the accurate information that is needed for decision making. Apart from keeping the financial record, we have something which is very, very important, and that one is marketing and branding. Like, you have opened your business, you are dealing with a particular product. You want people to know that kuna mtu mahali he specializes with this and these items, you know, and that one can only be achieved through branding. So how do you do the branding? First of all, you need to open social media platforms. You need to be in all like social media platform and leverage on those social media platform. Like you need to be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and continue posting your product and services. Be consistent, and in your profile you have to customize it in a very, very professional way. Put quality pictures, demonstrate like you are very committed to your clients and it's an official business page. So in case of comments, just try and engage with the clients, interact with them, get to know their needs so that you can change maybe your product to meet their needs. And that is how Safaricom are doing in terms of listening to clients. So social media management is one of the critical aspects. Number two, you need in your budget, while you are doing budget allocation for the year, you need to consider a certain amount. And we normally say for every shilling you get, 0.3, that is like 30% of it should go back to marketing, because it is through that marketing you get more of it. So if you have a budget allocation, marketing should be a continuous process, and through this continuation of marketing you stand a high chance of retaining clients and getting even more clients who are more serious, that will seal for you your business. Apart from social media marketing, we have another factor you can consider and take it seriously, is about leadership and also the welfare, the human resource part of your business. You as the owner of the business, as the CEO of the business, you need to lead by example. You can't be telling people you are telling people do this, but the opposite, you are doing the opposite of that, inversely proportional to what you are saying. So that means that employees will not even have confidence in you about your seriousness to that business and commitment. So what you can basically do is to offer proper leadership and take that leadership seriously. Through that, people will start viewing you as the role model, and you stand a high chance of succeeding. I'm just giving a breakdown. Maybe for detailed part of it, you can contact me at hilarychiaga0@gmail.com. Another part that plays a critical role for your success is the human resource part of your business. Who do you recruit? The person you recruit determines your success in your business. Hire competent employees, get competent output. Treat employees well, they will treat you well. Are we together on that? So the human aspect, like if you treat people well in your organization, you tend to get higher output as compared, like hapo kuna madharau, you are too harsh, you are quick to bring your emotions in that job instead of working with logics and the leadership that is required. You will see silent quitting, which is not recommended at all. So as a manager, consider and relate well with your employees. That is the secret to success. Otherwise, we do such advisory, and I'll be more than excited if you can contact me. So thank you so much for watching. Kindly let me know in the comment section what you like me to talk about. What are some of the things you like about this content, areas where we can improve. And by the way, before I close it, why can't we touch on areas of technology? If you leverage on technology well, you are at an advantage position in this current world. That simply means that if you embrace the technological aspect, ways of doing things, you are okay, because technology comes with efficiency. Like now, many businesses are leveraging on M-Pesa to do their transactions. You don't necessarily need to have one avenue of collecting money, that is cash. You can collect money via bank, via the M-Pesa. You can do the system integration with your software and the Safaricom softwares, because they have proven themselves beyond reasonable doubt. They are the best when it comes to fintech. Fintech is financial technology. In Kenya, Safaricom are like the best. So thank you so much. Goodbye and have a lovely time. Bye. Subscribe.